Hello all you beautiful people out there, what is going on? This is your friend Birdie coming at you fast with another Beast Builds video, and today we are going to be looking at Wukong, Big Dong, the Monkey King, the version that is in Paragon right here, because this guy is in every MOBA. It is a staple, so we're going to go ahead and look at a deck that I've kind of settled on with him, and I've got a great surprise for you guys, because I've got a few cards, extra cards here, a few variations with the single deck that you all can try out because I've been playing him quite a bit yesterday with the help of you guys. And ooh, why is my external keyboard disconnecting? That's very strange. That's very strange indeed. But with the help of you guys, you have helped me a lot. Testing him out, playing with me on stream. It was great. I think I'm going to start doing that on Tuesdays and Wednesdays just because it really helps me get him in those drafts. I've gotten lucky and solo queued with him my first game. Going to be showing some gameplay later, but he is super awesome. Okay, so we are going to build him like a carry. Obviously, he has a shit ton of basic attacks, so we're going to build him with Archmagus, Prime, 30 more damage with the prime card, nothing wrong with that. He's going to be an offlaner, so we want the typical offlaner loadout with the healer token and the health potion. I have a Sage's Siphon in here just in case you want to jungle with him. This is just for trying it out. I don't think he's really a good jungler. There's a bunch of other better junglers than Wukong. Until you hit level 5. Level 5 he's insane with his ultimate, but for the time being, we're going to focus strictly on him being an offlaner, so we're going to just put our dummy ward here instead. You guys know I love having Assassin's Ward for my dummy ward, and then you're going to build into the healer potion and the healer token. So now, after that, you want to build your Sage's Ward first. This is your ward. You're going to build it first with a bunch of damage, pretty typical. You're going to have Adamant Edge for some more damage, 12 power on the full upgrade, and a little bit of more passive health. This is nice for early game. You get these two cards, give you 120 health passively, which is really nice. And then you want some attack speed and damage. Wukong is insane when it comes to destroying structures with his ultimate. He just burns through things. He burns through shit. Honestly, he just destroys it. I'm going to show you guys some gameplay here at the end of this video. I'm going to start incorporating this stuff to prove my point. So give me a second to get there. But attack speed and damage on this is fucking crazy, okay? It's just stupid. So 2 wind cover blades with 2 points of cast and 1 point of kinetic in each. Really good early game damage and attack speed. And then your first 9-point card that we're going to go into is actually going to be Whirling Wand here. Whirling Wand, okay? Just for more damage and more attack speed. Just not even worrying about crit chance yet, because early on in the game, you're going to be doing a lot of split pushing. You're going to be doing a lot of farming as Wukong and try and use his passive to snowball past a lot of the heroes. It's actually crazy. I had more CP as the offlaner than the enemy did with their ADC 80% of the time, 90% of the time, because of Wukong's passive. It's kind of fucking stupid, actually. So, yeah, you're going to want to have to farm up a lot because he doesn't have a crazy ultimate that does a superb amount of damage like Gadget's Dome or anything. So you really do have to rely on his basic attack slot for most of his damage. And you also have his Staff of Legend, which is a good amount of burst damage if you need it, but the majority of your damage is going to come from your autos. So, after this, you're going to go ahead and move into your next 9-point card or a 12-point card, or you can start building into Viper Bolt. This is kind of iffy depending on what you want to do. So Blade of Agora here is going to be your crit bonus in this situation because of this variation in the deck. I'm going to go over a few more just to show you guys what you can play around with. But Blade of Agora is your 100% crit bonus card in this situation. It's 9 points. Then you have Viper Bolt with 3 major wounds in here. I like Viper Bolt just because it gives you so much crit chance. And it also gives you the basic pen. You can use this basic pen to take down structures even quicker, which is great, which is why I love it. So 12% crit chance of the card itself once it's fully upgraded, and then 3 major wounds, so that's 48% crit chance, and you're going to be attacking super quick, so this is really good. So you have Viper Bolt, and then this is the bread and butter of the deck. Okay, this is the active right here, and this is what's going to change the most in these variations. Before you get into the active, you also have one more 12-point card, which is the Swirling Wand for more kinetic and more casts. But if it's too much attack speed, which it might be, because I was kind of in a rush making this deck, it might be too much attack speed to have major kinetic. Plus, depending on the active that you have, you might just want to go for some more major damage. because these Wind Carver blades are going to go away. So you're going to have this whirling wand and only this whirling wand for attack speed. If you don't like that much attack speed, then you can go away. It's not, I think it caps out at attack speed at this point. If I do remember my math correctly, I don't perfectly remember the numbers. I'm not a big number guy. I can go to Sylphin for that. But I like having this much attack speed. And then Siren Song for the active. So for 6 seconds on hit with basic attack, steal 80 max movement speed for a target for 3 seconds. And I have a lot of drain in here. This is going to give you 20 lifesteal total. Okay, I got 6 points of drain. And the reason I like this card is because it helps you chase down those kills. Because Wukong has to utilize his autos to kill people, and he doesn't have that many great slows besides his double jump in his offensive stance, which is also really, really hard to hit. It's really hard to chase down targets. You hit maybe 3 or 4 basic attacks because of your attack speed, and they're already out of range. So if you're trying to single down an enemy, you're trying to single down an enemy carry or another elusive kind of offlaner, like an enemy Wukong or Kalari or whatever. You're trying to get to them. This is super, super helpful and just really, really nice. And I'll show gameplay of this and why I like using this. But it's just a great card for chasing down and singling out those enemies. Now, if you want to have a different card in your deck, here's the other variation that I played with. Okay, I actually tried this variation out with Stasis Gems. So, I'm going to get rid of Siren Song. I'm going to have Stasis Gem in here. And now you're going to get rid of Blade of Agora. And you're going to go ahead with Sword of the Altar. And this is how you're going to upgrade this, okay? You're going to have a 12-point Stasis Gem filled with damage. And you're going to have Sword of Altar with the lifesteal, the crit bonus. For those of you who don't know what Stasis Gem is, you become immune to damage and crowd control effects for 2.5 seconds. You can't move, you can't attack, you can't use abilities, but you also take 0 damage. But the thing about this, the reason I use this card and why I tried it out, why I thought it would be a good idea, is because think about it. You use your ult, you create a bunch of clones, you're in the middle of a crazy team fight, right? You have a bunch of attack speed. This is definitely one of your last cards that you're going to build, by the way. You have a ton of attack speed, you're making tons of clones, you're in the middle of a fight, you're about to get bursted, you know, a Countess is about to ult you, or fucking Gideon drops his ult, or Gadget drops her ult, or whatever, and you use this, you become immune, but your clones are still there, whacking away and dealing damage. So it's a great way to lure people to hit you, attack you, try to burst you down, and then deal some more damage with your clones. It's not as effective as using Gadget's ult and then Stasis Gemming in the middle of that, for example, but it still helps. So I wanted to try that concept out. And it saved my life a couple of times. Another variation that you guys can go ahead and try is Hemorrhage right here. This card, Hemorrhage. Now, I physically have not tried using this card, but I've seen a lot of people running it. And it makes a whole bunch of sense to use this card. It gives you more lifesteal. It gives you, where's my drain? There it is. It gives you more lifesteal, gives you more attack speed. And it's an active Berserk, gain 44 attack speed and 80 max movement speed, but take an additional 15% damage. Now, because there's no armor in this deck, because it's only lifesteal, taking an additional amount of damage is super, super, super risky, and I just don't prefer doing it. I prefer having Siren Song instead. But if you want to go with this variation, if you just don't like, if you want to have max movement speed and be able to use that for every target and not just one target, then go ahead. But I like Siren Song because you can actually use it to escape too. You're in the middle of a fight. You can tell that it's going badly. You're using Siren Song. You're going to go and hit him. You're going to hit the enemy 2 or 3 times. You're going to backflip out of there, use your Cloud Walker, and be super quick, and nobody's going to reach you if you use Siren Song. Or same thing with Hemorrhage. You can use it as an escape if you want, popping this active. But why would you use an escape when you get so much attack speed as well? And that's what I was saying with maybe you have a bit too much attack speed. If you use this card, for example, in this Whirling Wand, and you can trade this Major Kinetic out for Major Cast if you prefer this variation. But the variation that I prefer is Siren Song. This is my favorite go-to variation with Wukong so far. I'll let you guys know in my British build after he's been out for a couple of weeks and the meta's really settled on him. But for now, that's about it. This is his deck, and so let's show off a little bit of gameplay and show you guys what I'm talking about with these cards.
You're going to see a snippet, excuse me, of me pushing up this left side off lane as Wukong at about 31 CP right here. His ult is passive, so you are going to be clearing waves super, super duper quick. And now take a look at how quick I go and kill this tower. I don't even go for the minions. I go for the tower. And for some reason, it seems like his clones just deal a lot of damage and not care about the armor on the tower, and that's about it. Like, look how quickly I destroyed this tower before they can even react. And I'm actually also gonna get a kill in this 1v3 as well against this Yin, because she was fighting in the middle of my clone army there, and then I pushed her away because I'm still not the best Wukong, and I don't really understand my combos, but the minions actually end up finishing her off as well, so it's tons of fun. Also, quick pro tip, you can push your clones with that pole arm in the offensive position as Wukong. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Siren Song and see what it does. So what you guys are about to witness here is actually a defense against some seizures while they have Orm Prime. So I deal 3 autos on that Lieutenant Bellica. She takes a lot of damage, and we're gonna be over here holding this down. I was playing with some viewers here, so the elos are really mixed. But I was holding down this inhibitor, just destroying this wave super quickly with my autos and my ult passive, and then we're gonna go ahead and chase down the enemy after they're trying to run away. We're gonna go ahead and end up killing Revenant, and I'm gonna chase down this Bellica, and watch me pop Siren Song here at the end. It's going to slow her down a lot right there. Boom. It's going to steal all that movement speed, and I'm going to be quick for a few seconds. It's only for 3 seconds. It's very quick. Again, if we want to see that instant replay, you could take a look, and it actually slows her down once I pop it. After this fog wall here, again, going to see it. She's going to get slowed down. I'm going to take that speed. Boom. You notice I'm quicker than her at all times. She's not getting away, and then as soon as she dies, it runs away. It fades, and that's about it. That's what Siren Song does. So it helps you single out enemies, chase them down, make sure they don't get away, get another easy kill. And that's how I like to use Siren Song. That's why I like it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm trying to do my beast builds like this to highlight key points about heroes while making these builds. So if you do enjoy, if you do like this new version of it, hit that like button. As always, make sure you all have a wonderful day. Peace.